Hello everyone, I am Sandhya Gupta. Welcome to another video of mine. Today through this video I'm gonna talk about a most common problem. I would say this is the problem that is faced by mostly all of the learner, the person who wants to have good fluency at speaking English, or I can say the person who wants to develop communication in English. They all have faced this problem or they are facing this problem. Even for a long, I also face this problem. So the problem that is faced by mostly all of the learner is we all have good understanding of this language, but we are not able to speak in English. Actually, in the quest of answer of my question, I went deep down and I found that despite investing so many years, at least 12 years into study, doing schooling from English medium school, we are not able to speak in English, right? Actually, although I have done schooling and graduation from Hindi medium, but most of learner or most of participants who want to be fluent at speaking English, they would have done schooling from CBSE board, right? So despite putting so many years into English medium school, why we are not able to speak in English? So the reason behind is that we all took English as a subject like Hindi, math, EVS. So the same way we took English. That's why we never focused on speaking aspect of this language. We always read the book in English and translate it into Hindi. We always write an answer in English during examination, but still we are not able to speak in English. We can write paragraphs in English, but we are not able to speak in English for 5 to 10 minutes. Actually, here I would say one thing, that for learning speaking English, reading, listening, writing, these three activities are also really very important, but speaking has their own importance. But by now, what we have done, we just read English textbook, we write question answer in English, we listen English content through YouTube and web series, but we never tried to speak in English. We never put our energy into speaking session. That's why, despite putting so much energy and years into listening, reading, and writing, we could not be able to speak in English because we never pay heed to speaking session. When I talk about my journey, I remember when I was school student, that time I was enough good at grammatical concept, but still that time I was not able to speak in English because I also learned grammar rule as a subject. I never went into speaking session. That's why I couldn't be good at speaking in English. So for the same reason, after doing my graduation, when I applied for private school job, I was rejected brutally for not being able to speak in English. Although I was a bright student during my school days, but I was not able to speak in English. That's why I couldn't attain a job hardly that was paying 10,000 to me. And apart from that, just 2 years before, when I was having PTM with a parent, they were having conversation to me in English, but I could not be able to reply them in English. That was also a humiliation point for me. And these kind of moments were trigger point for me to learn speak in English. That's why just 1.5 years before I made my mind, I thought, Sandhya, it is the high time you are supposed to be good at speaking English. Only then you can survive in today's scenario. Otherwise, you will be considered outdated. But when I made my mind to learn speaking English, I actively focused on speaking session. I didn't learn grammar rule because I was already good enough in translation. So I just started with broken English and little bit confidence I have, although I would not call it confidence. I was extreme nervous when I started my journey, but somehow, translation still made my journey little easier for me. So here I would say one thing to you only. If you want to become fluent in speaking English, you should speak only. No matter if one particular you are not being able to read any and you're not being able to watch any English content, no worries. Even if you are not being able to read, listen and watch English content for a month, that will be fine. But do invest at least 5 to 10 minutes actively in English conversation. That will help you a lot in improving your journey of speaking English. Even within month you would not realize that how much you have improved. So just practice speaking. Do invest your active time, at least 15 minutes into speaking session. If you are not surrounded with people who speak in English, no worry, you can take help of many language learning applications. Nowadays so many applications are available on Play Store, those are teaching English, right? So you can take help of them. There is no harm in taking help of those kind of applications, because we people usually are not surrounded with this kind of environment. That's why we are struggling to learn this language. If you had been surrounded with this kind of environment, learning speaking English wouldn't be task for you. Speaking session every day, no matter at what level of speaking English you are. Just forget everything. Just speak and speak. Don't worry about being mocked. Don't worry about being humiliated by your friend. Actually, friend are those who would usually mock you that, oh, घना अंग्रेज हो रहा है. So just leave all this stuff behind. Just focus on yourself and speak. If you can't speak with your friend, then take help of language learning application. That will help you a lot, because these kind of applications have ideal platform to learn speaking English. Now I think I have spoken enough about this matter. If you find that my video are really helping you, please do like my video, and if you are new on my channel, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button, so every time you are notified with my new video. Please try to speak more and more. Only this activity will help you to be fluent at speaking English. Forget all the worries, fears, hesitation. Just put it behind and focus on yourself, because speaking English has been need of time. So just keep learning, keep growing. Bye. That's all for this video.